Okay. If we have anyone in the house who can handle the transfer of deeds in the quit claim situation, please let us know in the whatever comment. All right, and then. Okay, so in case you have been missing it, it might still be ongoing. Chad had this lady on, and it was a premiere. I don't know when it ends, but then you can watch it at the normal time and a half speed. Here's a sample to encourage you to go and see and visit and subscribe at the Friday Morning Nameless in case you don't already.
Edition 11. I'm sorry, step 11.
Yep.
I forgot. Man, there's so much today. I don't know. It was too long between when I decided to stream and the time the stream started, and the cards have piled up. Look at this and this and this, and there's stuff on the board and so many tabs and so many tabs. So it's gonna be a show. Today is the My Live for You show. This is why I'm doing it. It's for you, not. It's I mean, I benefit the Shadow Cabal, hey, but I'm doing it for you. This is the service. I have this unworded thumbnail is the dilettante auditions. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's an exciting, fun time. Big show. Big show. But first, what you've been missing over on the Friday Morning Nameless, if you've been missing it.
Yeah.
I will.
Wait, that was the thing. That was the thing. He says to look up step 11, and so I was like, all right, fine, I will, Chad. For you, I will. And I get here. This see, look, I have a signed edition. A signed. We're gonna have to auction that now. The way things are going, but I have a signed from Chad edition of the AA book. If you'd like a, you can start the bidding over on the eBay channel. There's more info on the OnlyFans. So I go through here and I'm like, contents, go to the contents and like flip through contents, the story of this, the housewife who drank, my bottle, resentments, and me. Nowhere in here does it say like step one, the steps, or the steps are on this page. So I couldn't, Chad. I couldn't and I won't. You got the click through out of me, but the interface was too clunky.
Well, bless you, Chad, and the work you're doing. I think you're, I think when I said about AA and church and stuff, I think I smuggle AA into church and smuggle a little bit of Jesus into AA.
That's right. That's what we
And
do.
that's kind of being anonymous, so I drank like a pig and behaved badly, and God rewarded me by a new life. And and I guess, what they say, beyond my wildest dreams. And because I never thought I could have a normal life. I never thought I could be married and have a child, and and not implode the whole thing. So
Yeah.
I'm
Beautiful.
so blessed, and blessed to talk to you. I got to go check on my peeps.
Thank you, Anne.
Thanks, Chad. Really.
I guess I caught the end. What happened to my face. Today there was a thing that happened, and I decided it was a good day to make my beard start over. Hello, Parlato. Hello, Parlato. Afriel, Time, Clint, Emily, Afriel, Tunji of the North, Jeremy. I remember him. Jeremy's been on this stream. You can find him. I don't know why he doesn't have his own character card clip thing in the Discord. But Chris Hour, good to see you. Oh, look, it's Mills. Come on, we got to get the IMDb running, guys. West Coast Refugee, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, no, CW's watching. There is no agency. Welcome. We hope you're feeling virtually not alone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh.
I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken.
Now, and before you get your savings throws, because this is a show today, before you get your savings throws, I don't like to do this because if you miss somebody, then everybody you don't miss notices you don't miss them. But suck it up, I miss Dolly. So here you go.
How lovely is your tabernacle, O Lord of hosts! My soul longs, yes, even faints, for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh cry out for the living God. Even the sparrow has found a home, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she may lay her young. Even your altars, O Lord of hosts, my King and my God. Blessed are those who dwell in your house, and they will still be praising you. Selah. Blessed is the man whose strength is in you, whose heart is set on pilgrimage. As they pass through the valley of Baca, they make it a spring. The rain also covers it with pools. They go from strength to strength. Each one appears before God in Zion. O Lord God of hosts, hear my prayer. Give ear, O God of Jacob, Selah. O God, behold our shield, and look upon the face of your anointed. For a day in your courts is better than 1,000. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tents of the wickedness.
That's where I stopped because listen again.
Rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God. Your courts is better than 1,000. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my.
And that reminds me of that epilepsy-inducing version of "I'll Stand at the Door" that Chad did. Hi, Embody.
In all our searching, the only thing we've found that makes the emptiness bearable is each other.
I'm just going through all the stupid cards for this show. Good to see you, everybody. Hi, Cassandra. Hi, Josh. Okay, and then brought to you by StreamDuck is on these cards. Brought to you by StreamDuck. That's it. That's way in the back. What are we doing first? Oh God, no, no. All right, first up is going to be Earworm Confessions, but you haven't even done the savings throws yet. Jeez, guys. Jeez, what a day. Let's see if we can get back in touch by forcing everyone through this. I'm out of time, but I'm out of my head. Shake it up is all that we know. Using the bodies up as we go. I'm waking up to fantasies. The shades all around aren't the colors we used to see. Broken ice still melts in the sun. And times that are broken can often be won again. We're so alone and so really matters to me. It's fun if you sing along, everybody. Take a look around. You're out of touch. I'm out of time. But I'm out of my head. Or what if you hit the dislike button? Does anybody even use that anymore now that it doesn't show? Hall & Oates? Yeah, well, if you're out of touch enough, it doesn't have to be Thursday, is the way it works. That's how that happens. Savings throws. We do savings throws against mind control, and I should probably do the Kofi push before I give them to you, but I am not. You get to pick between survival, social wisdom, or heart. as the basis for your savings throw against the mind control presented to you specifically in this show and also in the rest of your day and environment, like when you get forced to watch advertisings or you're driving past billboards. That mind control. These savings throws work against that as well. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. All you have to do is choose survival, social, your social network and connections, wisdom, the wisdom you've accrued over the course of your life, heart, the power of your heart as the basis for your savings throw. I roll the die. If it's over 10, you take half damage. You've made your savings throw. If it's under 10, you didn't make your savings throw and you take full damage from the mind control. And since you've participated, it's like already past your filters, and it does extra. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Choose. Survival is with an 18 today. That's 2 9s. 2 9s, dude. Holy smokes. Trips. We got trips today. And it's like socialists. Socialists are probably responsible because they got the Baker's Coven. But wisdom also with the 18. And heart, folks, also with the 18. Those are great stats. Indigo kids, you got 4. We hardly ever get 4. But 4 for you today. Welcome, everybody. You've made it past the cult indoctrination part.
But as long as there were only like 1 or 2 of them at a time, I could sort of manage it. And I had the same issues with, often with church people, because having an unmedicated schizophrenic in the back of the church is not a strategy for seeker-sensitive ministry.
Clip that.
Yeah, there you go, Chris. You can clip that. Having an unmedicated schizophrenic in the back of the church is not a strategy for seeker-sensitive ministry.
Clip that.
Someone will walk in the church. I remember. So then we had when someone would knock on my door and want to talk for 2 hours. My schedule could handle it. So I talked for 2 hours. So I listened for 2 hours. And that was, in many ways, all the internet randos are just, basically get what all the homeless randos used to get.
We're the new homeless.
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's true.
I taught you how to clip, right?
So,
you can do a clip
yeah.
mail for me. You can make a clip and then tweet it and then add Pastor Paul to say clip mail.
Hey, Pastor Paul.
Are you saying we should LARP as adults?
With civic
Human responsible duties? Why to do it again? That's really what we're trying to do. And give and act like fully mature men for the benefit of everyone. For the benefit of everyone, you said. Is that part? LARP like grown men for the benefit of everyone?
Is that what you're recommending people do?
On the other side of the LARP gate, Pastor Paul?
My question to you.
Sir, from this side of the LARP gate, where
Basically get what all the homeless randos used to get.
We're the new homeless.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's true. So, yeah, that's, and it's lamentable because I...
What an abrupt ending. Great news, everybody. One of the cards only has one thing on it, and it's a joke. I hardly ever get jokes, but I got the joke. And it's on the card. But first, the Blue Church card of the show is the King of Diamonds. And as such, I am inspired to shuffle again. No, as such, I am inspired to, as you might have noticed earlier in the stream, we got this wonderful help here from Upcycle Club, which has made us get to our goal on the Ko-fi. So over at Ko-fi.com, you can find these. You're not wide enough. This. Oh, wait, that's still Dolly. This is what you can find over there, and that's the Ko-fi page. If you click the link at the top, you get that. And refresh. And there it is. this is what I get when you guys do that for me. It says I get this pop up, and normally I keep it to myself. But here today we found it because we're gonna have to now set a new goal, and that the exciting thing, the new grift that begins today, thanks to the completion of the goal from UPS. The new grift that begins today is the pilgrimage itself. The trip from here in Oklahoma, all the way up to the Pacific Northwestuary, to meet Slicarias and Grail Country, and I hear maybe Karen's gonna be there. There's this event, and I consider it the TLC event like no other, called the Pacific Northwestuary, not its official name. The websites are up, the tickets are expensive, but I have to get there, and as such, that's going to be our new fantastic goal. It happens in September. Which is, as you know, when the LARP year goes round circle on Talk Like a Pirate Day. That's our new year, and that's in September. And so it's all converging and convexing to this one moment in the Pacific Northwest, and help me get there. Here we go with the Ko-fi link thing.
Now, what'll that asshole think of next? Is anybody got a dime?
Now, if you're like me and decided that because Jordan Peterson and Dave Rubin had an issue with Patreon back in the day and decided to quit using it, you wouldn't use it either. Or if you used it afterwards and decided that when they disclosed that they monitor your off-platform activities, if you didn't like that and quit using Patreon, you might come to this site called Ko-fi, where you can set fancy goals like pilgrimage. And then the goal description is funding for to get me to the Pacific Northwestuary, and we're gonna set that at $3,000. And we can feign a starting amount, or it's just we'll say 33. 33 have already been donated. That's like spiritually me donating to myself. Oh, please stop this part.
I'm not a cat.
All right, we have the joke now. Now we can deliver on the joke. Imagine the scenario. The scenario of the joke is in 1886, in the frontier of the West, and as the civilization of the West stretched westward towards its final coast, from the river Mississippi all the way to the sea of the Pacific. In this time period, there was this one moment where a Catholic man walked into a Protestant service. He hung out there and he checked it out. And, he spent a while, and after a while, he was like, "Hey, everybody, where did Mary go? And where's my only cigarette? Did you check the bathroom, the bathtub? She sleeps there sometimes. Water cleanses, We all know that there is no agency any living gent can see doing what is right for me. Just lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency. All right, and the jackass who wrote on the cards today has decided to do some painful stuff. I have two that I'm choosing between right now. Welcome, everybody. This is a Grim Grizz stream. A long one, by the looks of it. Hello. I see the assassin. I see the assassin. I see the assassin. And now for a quick derailment, thanks to the hive mind. Hello, Chazi. Shalom. Who's talking? Jeremy said Mason's donating, and somehow that led my brain back over to, if you're over on X, be sure and check out this Mike Benz fellow. He's a character, but what he talks about is fascinating, especially if you're coming out of the Blue Church into the information war and the Shaper incursion and everything, and you're new to it. He's things like the term capacity building. I've used at the top there for the Masons to donate through, and Rockefellers, Masons. I don't care where the money comes from. You've washed it, right? You've washed it.
A man is defined by his action, not his memory.
Remember, embody.
Now open your mind to me.
There is no agency.
Open your mind. Open your mind.
And by the sacred order of foolish transparency, the other half to there is no agency is that I work for the agency, and the agency is the capacity to care. Are you out of fucks? Well, our agency helps you be able to have more fucks. We increase your fuck capacity because it's not, you know, when people ask you to give a fuck, you'd love to give a fuck, but sometimes you're out of fuck. That means your capacity of care has been diminished to an unsustainable level and you need assistance. And that's where the agency comes in. But remember, embody, there is no agency. It's just part of the LARP game. And the casino deck card of the show is the 9 of spades. Where are we at? Earworm Confessions, son of a... All right, at least it is, at least it goes, at least it is that the Earworm Confessions part of this card is related to the thumbnail that has no words on it, that you can feel you've delivered on both the title and the thumbnail like you do on the stream, because, you know, I'm never clickbait. I'm never clickbait. It's because the thumbnail was I fed the AI bot dilettante auditions because we're now short of a due dilettante around here. There's an opening, and if you don't know what I mean when I say a due dilettante, well, I guess we're going over that today, thanks to the next thing being on the card, the dilettante auditions, and then in parentheses, unheard of. So that's because I'm going to go into an example of what I mean by dilettantery, which is due diligence, stylized in cultic interior. You don't understand us, but borderline bubble language. What? Yes. Shh. Play something. Remember. We want. All right, and the example of dilettantery comes through by through the unheard parentheses, which is this website. No, not that one. This website here. This one there. We like that. And that's where dilettantery leads. But let's start first with two of the things that cross through my attention. You go through your day and different things make it into your attention. Two of the things that made it into mine were unheard related. One was that our cosmic skeptic poster child to on some sit down on a couch thing. It was kind of awkward, and I don't remember what the other one was. But who and what are these unheard of people? Uh, where does that money come from? Who's behind them? That's an example of what the due dilettante would do. Would look into like what's unheard, who's paying for it, who's behind it, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But first, I saw over on their YouTube page here this giant word PAX, which reminds me of something we're going to get to later, and I want to seed it with the foreshadowing, and it happens to be Tom Holland, which is everybody's, or not everybody, but we all like his Dominion. We all like his Dominion. So here, let's find the
then there's something wrong.
33rd minute. Stop it. 33rd minute of this, and go get some more coffee. Coffee, yeah, and then play the darkness. Okay, there it is. Oh, look, it's right at one of the marker things. How convenient. You didn't show him any of that.
Hard to get it.
Is there anything about them that you think they got more right than the successor morals, the Christians and all of us that came since? I mean, when you're spending time with them in this way, are there things that you admire and things you think we've lost in the Christian era that the Romans had?
The question that haunts me whenever I write about them is, why am I so fascinated by them? I've always been fascinated by them. When I went to Sunday school and there would be, the pictures of Jesus in front of Pontius Pilate, I was always on the side of Pontius Pilate. He was kind of glamorous. He had eagles. He had kind of purple robes. Jesus was a massive scruff. Much preferred the Romans. And I think that speaks to something that is deep, that is kind of inherent. There is a kind of admiration and a dread and a kind of an appeal in power. I mean, power is the display of power is exciting.
The list?
But
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast magic missile.
The room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet. I am though, if you'd listen. I'm casting magic missile. Why are you casting magic missile? There's no... I'm attacking the darkness.
Oh, Misclick City. That's a skill check fail for a captain. Speaking of which, that what led the PAX thing that connects to later. No, do the example of due dilettante. Get it over with. Oh my god. See, there's two ways. You're in the middle of a live stream, and you got two ways you can steer it. You want to hit them both, but let's just power through on the dilettante, so you're done with the thumbnail. Okay. Wait, have some more Psalms, man. Just take some more Psalms for a minute.
My God, then dwell in the tents of the wickedness. For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly. O Lord of hosts, blessed is the man who trusts in you. Moi means...
That was a good one. All right, now where are we at? All right, we're at the due dilettante. All right, hereby then is an example of how one might perform the dilettante in question. You go to the website and see what kind of people they are. That's where you start. Let's first look at what sort of things they believe that their audience would find appealing and or relevant and click-worthy, where they're aiming based on their headlines. Shall we? That sounds like fun. Grim. Why is Greta wearing a keffiyeh? Trending. Ursula von der Leyen launches a new war on disinformation. I wonder if people know who Ursula is. That sounds like a lovely name to examine. The Gates Foundation is becoming an oligarchy thanks to Tim Schwab's analysis. All right, so we need the King Charles portrait more than ever by Mr. Poots. Mr. Poots. Okay, all right. Home, that was the home. What is your mission? Sign in. Why did you guys don't see this, but a box has popped up into my Brave browser window asking me to sign in at staging.unheard.com with a username and or password. I'm canceling that now. When the herd takes off in one direction, what do? Unheard is for people who dare to think for themselves. The Western world is divided and uncertain. In the realms of politics, morality, science, and culture, establishment opinion is skittish but assertive, quick to form a consensus and intimidate dissent into silence. Meanwhile, increasingly powerful anti-establishment voices are fast forming into their own tribes. Unheard tries to do something different and harder. We are not interested in contrarianism or opposition for its own sake, but we make it our mission to chat everything before the but, dude. Why would you use a but in a mission statement? You guys are ridiculous. Who are you? What if we go to contact? No, as open mail, man. I hate that. I don't. Explore faith, war, politics, society. Have a club. Join a club. Who are you? Where is the who we are one? What is there? A free trial. Who are you? That's our riders, maybe. Our riders. Mary Harrington. We like her. Eris with nobody I know. Lauren Southern. Nice to see you. Oh, Ian Hershiali. Okay. But where's the money coming from? A proper due dilettante would be able to go from where I can get and find out where the money comes from. And we've lost that. We're down one. We're having auditions. What else did you have? Oh, what made you think of that? What brought that whole thing to mind? Well, you got an email from back in the day when you subscribed to that ThinkSpot thing, which we all recall, and much like the Keck hat, you wanted everyone to remember that it was once Jordan Peterson's ThinkSpot. And where's that money come from? Okay, that does it then. That's an example. That's the due dilettante example. That's all that there. We've done the thumbnail and the thing. Now it's just the rest of the cards. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
I'm not a cat.
It feels as though somebody weird is gonna watch the replay, and like the energy off of them is making me extra anxious today. I think that's weird. It's a strange. It's a strange sensation. See, agency card of the show, the Red Joker, brought to you by StreamDuck. is one of the things on the cards that I finished before the show is over. And we're going to get to that now because it sort of relates to the due dilettantery. One of the product and features that we use a lot around here is this masterful StreamYards program. And now they've now the reason we started using StreamYards. No, okay, all right, it's like this. The first time I ever saw StreamYards, is this on the card? Yes, it's part of the card. Woo! It says Dutton Dutton mutant scavenger dysmorphia. All right, so once upon a time, there's a YouTube fella named Dr. Edward Dutton. People in the corner might know him from a Benjamin Boyce appearance, if only that. But he had this whole theory explanation that in part of the copulation in the male and female species, part of the lady's job is to normalize the mutations, right? Like so you're in the tribe and you want to make a greater baby. And do you sleep with the smart guy or the strong guy or the whatever guy? And like that's the and so they're integrating the mutations into the society. That's part of what their genes do, and as such, it basically finally helped me deal with the body dysmorphia I've had because this is my face. Thanks, and it says scavenger on here because if somebody wants to find the clip where he talked about that, that'd be convenient. Okay, that part's there. So the first time I ever saw StreamYard's duck logo was on a Dr. Dutton stream, and I thought to myself, that's I don't know. My immediate association with it was Scotland Yard, but it turns out that StreamYards comes like out of two fellas nearby Langley. Instead, are the people respond? That's the due dilettantery I've done in the StreamYards, is that it was close enough to Langley to make me feel more American to use it, and it wasn't associated with Scotland Yard. Anyway, they've added this fancy new AI clip feature, and this particular stream, the rollback abortion stream, as it's known, was a product of a collaboration between me and our former due dilettante, and they've added this fancy new AI clipping feature to make shorts automatically if you use it. And if you do decide that you'd like to use StreamYards and use my referral link, you'll basically pay my StreamYards bill for the month by signing up through the referral link instead of on your own. And we really appreciate that around here. It's in the description with all the other links nobody ever clicks. All right. But they added this new AI feature, and here's the clip from that episode.
Does the VA have a plan on the abortion procedures up until the birth of a child? How long do we go on this? What's the rules and limitations that you know of?
Yeah, well, thanks for the question very much. And this is obviously an issue that we came to based on one very simple principle, which is the health and safety of our veteran patients, of our pregnant veteran patients. We have created an exception to the exclusion of providing either abortion counseling or abortion services in 4 cases: rape, incest, the life of the veteran, or the health of the veteran.
The thing about the due dilettantery is it's often into serious matters, such as how this collaboration between the Veterans Administration and Walmart, and that the whole thing with Dobbs and the abortion legislation going to the states is irrelevant because that fingernails guy gets the superpower to give everybody abortions in a state of emergency, which, as you know, happens all the time. Wow. That was, yeah. So that's when the due dilettante ought to be somebody capable of seeing how dark this world can be. And as far as the thumbnail due dilettante auditions, we've now delivered on those. We can keep the earworm confessions. You son of a. The gents. You're playing gents right now. Yeah, it's called Chad. There it is. We're cleaning up some tabs over here. We're getting that's been done. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the earworm confession, guys. Okay. So some jackhole made a song reference. I didn't want to hear yesterday. I believe it was Kale started a song reference, and I warned him that if it turned into an earworm, he would have another stalker on Twitter, another problem on Twitter, and turns out the earworm I woke up with, I tend to wake up with them, was instead the Manchester Orchestra song. That's not that tab. That's not that tab. This tab we went to. I Can Feel a Hot One by Manchester Orchestra, and the interesting thing with this song is much I think like Pearl Jam and say Yellow Ledbetter is the way song art works, particularly with lyrics, is what the artist intends with is really irrelevant to how you experience the song. And but this article I found here is him explaining the lyrics and what they meant and why he used those words to say that. The confession part, we're gonna get there. It is. Make it big, maybe. Hey, no, I don't want a Tumblr. Where am I? This is horrible. Is this part here where he says, I am but a clean man, stable and alone man. Make it so I won't have to try. And that particular line of the song, see, what really hooked me into the song originally was here. And I realized then you were perfect, with my teeth ripping out of my head. And for multiple reasons, that line stuck out to me, most of which is because that I'd experienced the depth of ouch on the inside that makes you scream the silent scream. And that's the best mimetic encapsulation of that I had ever come across. Is it like anyway? Anyway, the part the make it so I won't have to try. It turns out that was him praying to God to make it easy to be on tour. But it stuck with me more as a conviction, because that was the win condition of the pan. syndrome, supposed. Is that what we're calling it? The Pan syndrome, the Rip Van Winkle Pan thing we had going on. Make it so I won't have to try. Like, God only gives you as much as you can handle, so make it so you can handle as little as possible, and then he won't work you too hard. Turns out, but so this just that the whole notion of having that as an aim, make it so I won't have to try. Set yourself up, man. Make it easy for yourself, and how that aim is misdirected. It was as much as the earworm confession as you're getting today. All right, how to get there from here? Well, we did that. All we have left on this one is that, and that's kind of related to that. If you spin them like that, okay. So, yeah. Okay, this one we hadn't got to yet. We haven't got to the poorest self bubble story. Really? All right. The poorest self bubble story is as follows. I don't know that it's true, but as a conspiracy theorist, I got to enjoy the belief structure that perhaps the person who had come into my life was sent there as a handler. And I've been through a series of those in that, if I fictionalize my life into a novel, you son of a, okay. But anyway, the bubble story goes like this, I was into trying meditation experiments and basically astral plane experiments. And I was dealing with the handler, and I proposed that we both enter a meditation into the astral plane and then form around us a bubble to keep all the weirdness out, so where we could just hang out there. And we tried this experiment. And I was in the bubble I had formed by myself, and she was supposed to climb in or whatever. And I was in this bubble, and I felt a shadowedness envelop me from behind, and say, and basically quote the line from the Watchmen, where Rorschach says, "You're locked in here with me," and that happened, and so I had, I guess that was because I was arguing with myself whether or not that we're exploring the disillusion of the buffered self and the admission of how porous we are as far as it comes to mind control and self and identity formation. That maybe I could just open myself up and see what comes through on this stream, but that we're not doing it. No.
Like love is worth saving.
I don't know love.
Now encompasses everything.
This is like a Monty Python sketch, and now for something completely different. The poorest bubble story. Hey, Denny's, we're getting Denny's. If you're a channel member, if you join the channel, you can make the Denimor's Denny emoji in the Hive Mind. You just do what's on the screen without the underscore. Without the underscore. Oh, what do we got left? Yes, that's a fun one. We're doing this. All right, let's get there. No, is that how we steer this? Is that how we get from there to there? Let's stop. Let's swing by first. Swing by first to Discord. What happens is what you're seeing now is the show surfacing above the water, and so we can see the water of on the platform. It's like the platform is an ocean of attention that YouTube has harvested from the public in their cells, and you're in that ocean of information and attention. And when you make a live stream and or a video, you're surfacing. And in our cases, and in many cases, there's the Discord, which is the inside of that ship, and that ties back to I saw the word PAX and my long time ago video, which somebody talented should totally redo, called Derivative PAX, where I've stolen this part from I Am a Leaf on the Wind.
It's a little startling to see at first, but the results are spectacular. Spectacular. Spectacular.
Love. You know all the math and the verse would take a boat in the air that you don't love. Shake you up just as sure as a turn in the world. Love keeps her in the air when she'll fall down.
It was that bit there, because like what goes on the Discord is what keeps us in the air when it tries to fall down. And one of those things we found recently is what they've called the DADA media. I like saying data, I guess, but it's the Defense Against the Dark Arts media. And here's some of the things that we've contributed toward our goal. Our goal here of using this place as a room of requirement and capacity building ourselves on that level. Here's learning by imitation of modeling from Mills.
You take your child and Mama, maybe it's Papa then, okay? But the child and then try to imitate, okay? First you imitate and it's an explosion.
They learn by their senses. Their little brain is not intellectual. They don't learn by thinking and doing. They learn by copying. From everything they can hear and see and smell and feel and so they learn from.
You take your child and Mama, maybe it's Papa.
He's overcoming something rather than, a true marksman will look at the arrows available and say, if I want to hit the target, I'll pick the best arrow so that I can hit the target. A true marksman might say, all of these arrows are crap. This arrow is at least crappy in a way that I can work with. But he's overcoming something rather than, a true marksman will look at the arrows available and say, if I want to hit the target, I'll pick the best arrow so that I can hit the target. A true marksman might say, all of these arrows are crap. This arrow is at least crappy in a way that I can work with.
Look at that fumble.
No. It's just an inversion. No. I don't know. I don't mean that. No. I didn't. No. No. Yeah. No. I think that's right. No.
Okay, and so another thing. Let's get there. Sure. All right. Do we need to do that first? All right. Well, one of the things that I came across the other day that I thought was worth your time and would like to recommend heartily was this guy over here, like Stories of Old, who I think really does sponsorship and what do you call it? Well, he does it well as far as steering that Skilla and Charybdis of sponsorships and finding ways of income. But he dropped this new one called "Why the Planet of Apes Just Hits Different," and I just want to recommend that. But the train went from the LSOO, the LSOO, back down to the reminiscent lane. And boy, howdy, are you lucky she made me delete the PAP, the past authoring candy cane speculum. It reminded me of the days back on what? The sorting myself out Discord and community, and that ship. That was a ship I was what do you call it? First mated on. That sounds gross. For a while before this ship got out on its own, and it seems to have kind of sunk. And the interesting thing to me about all that is how well, frankly, that now we're getting to parts work, and that's where they were 5 years ago, or at least where little Ryan was. And one of the releases from that is this video, which we'll check out the 33rd minute of now, and remember Ryan from back in the day.
And if you want to talk to my challenger right now, all you're going to get is a fight. So can we time out? That's taking responsibility. Sometimes she gets annoyed. She's like, man, like you're always doing this self-awareness bullshit and whatever. But it works. It actually softens her up, even though she puts up a false front at first, because people like authenticity. They do. People like it when you're honest. They don't like it when you're fucking snaky and lying and trying to be someone you're not. They don't like righteous anger that's trying to act like you have something to prove, or that they like it when you're just like, man, I'm really angry and I don't want to feel this way, and I know I'm probably full of shit, but this is what I got right now.
I'll add one more thing.
Go.
I use mine.
Van Donkel's here. Maybe that's what I was feeling earlier. Anyway, how you doing, Van Donk? So that, I don't know. It reminded me because like when there was this fancy, here's for the scavengers somewhere on that channel, maybe, or was it on Two Morphs? There's an Alaska boat. There was a time when we all focused on this story about a boat sinking and like being stuck in the ice in Alaska, and it ties in. It ties in. I don't know how, but it should be on there somewhere. Fair enough. We've done the Discord data. And now we've done that. But that leads us back to the Captain's Council. If you are a channel, if you do have a ship, if you do you want to run another? No, we've done. This has been too long as it is. Just. No, stop it. These are all too long. Those are all too long. What? You just it's the fumble. Sometimes you just lay there on the ground and wait for the ref to throw the flag. Don't take my sunshine away. All right, so of all the many rooms and all the many chambers on the Discord, if you are on the Discord, just off the Broken Clock Tavern, which is the general chat of the Discord, is the Captain's Council thread. You might have to click magic things to see threads. I hope you've learned Discord at least that much, but it's in there. And it's where we're scheduling this conglomerate. Let's all get together and see what the float, it's like you're going to have ships and you're going to have captains. You're going to have a flotilla. What happens? What happens when you bring the ship captains together and see just network, guys, do things? There's some topics to lead it, but it's basically just to see what happens when we put out the peaches. And that does it, folks. We've made it through all of these cards and everything that little son of a wrote on them. Thank you very much for taking the ride with us, and I hope that, it was good for you. Shh, what the? wait a second. Wait, did anybody actually do the journal thing? And how was it for you? Let us know in the replay comments. And what was the other thing? I don't know. Have a great day. Stop it. Just stop it.